What's up, everybody? It is your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your granddaddy, and it's your favorite cousin on your daddy's side, Jay Pleasant, and welcome to the Jay Pleasant Show. Today, I have the beautiful, the amazingly talented, the illustrious, I said that again. Give it up for Mocha, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for her. Yes. How you
Thank
doing, sis?
I'm blessed. I feel really good. I'm honored
As
to
you
be a part. You
should.
doing your thing. I'm like, oh, why not?
Thank you. You doing your thing, sis. I see you out here. You got your show. Did your show already happen or is it coming up?
Oh, it's coming up. It's the day after my birthday, which is on Thursday.
Oh my gosh. Are you excited for that?
I am excited. It's my first time recording or performing with a live band, like by myself, because choir and stuff like that. But rehearsals is really feeling like, oh, this is real. I feel like an artist.
So okay, so tell the people since we already talking about it, tell the people what this performance is and how they can, buy tickets or things of that nature. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's the I Love R&B concert. The headliner is Zay France. He's an R&B artist signed to Def Jam. And then Fusion Co., which is a company here, it's an organization here in Orlando, Florida. They picked like 7 artists, local artists in the Orlando area to also be a part of the show. And you can get tickets, the link in my bio on Instagram at Hey Mocha Latte.
Period. I love that for you. I really do. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to slide. I really am. I'll just be busy here with work, but I'm gonna get there sooner or later. So how did you get into music and all that good stuff?
Honestly, okay, so where do I start? I grew up in church. So, choir, both of my grandmothers were pastors. So music has always been around me, embedded in me, especially like gospel early on. I actually fell in love with dancing first. Dancing was my first love. I would go to like dancing camps in the summer. I was dancing at Garth Fagan dance studio, all that stuff. But it really started happening in high school, middle school, when I joined choir because I was like, I need something to do. I was an athlete, but I always had to at least be dancing or singing, one or the other. They didn't have no dance club. So I joined choir. And then from there, all my choir instructors, they'll be like, yo, they told me they saw something. So they'll like put me in like little competitions and stuff like that, starting in middle school. I was
Yeah.
talent shows and started writing music in high school and just kept going from there. And then when I got to FAMU, a lot of people didn't know that I could sing or write music.
I did not know at all.
Yeah.
I did not know at all.
I kept it to myself only because I was still trying to figure out my voice and like figure out, what my sound is. But once I joined Voices, that's when I got more comfortable and started doing stuff on campus. Yeah.
That's dope. But no, for real, I did not know you could sing at all. When I saw you, when you put out, what was it, 777?
222. Come on, Indian.
222. Dang, come on, now I gotta get on myself. When you put out 222, I was like, wait a minute. This bitch right here can sing. I'm like, oh, shit, nah. Okay. So is R&B your preferred genre, or do you want to venture off into other genres, or what you doing?
You know what? You know what I say? I say I write my heart language. I write my heart's language. That's what I say. So I grew up around gospel, R&B, neo soul, like that. I feel like that's the core, but I vibe with everything, to be honest. You might hear me play country one morning. It's just like I love music so
Hello.
much. But that's what I tell myself. I write my heart's language, and if that comes out as gospel, because I got a gospel record on my EP coming out. If that comes out as R&B, if it comes out neo soul,
I'm
jazz, hip
excited.
hop, because I be do my poetry and stuff on the side.
Right.
It is what it is.
I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna get into the EP later, but Mocha says I have a game for you.
I love
Okay.
games. I'm competitive.
And we have a game, and it's called Song Association. All right. So I have my timer here. My timer doesn't lie. She's loud. Okay. She'll let you know when time is up. So I have a timer here, and I'm going to give you 15 seconds to think of a song or some lyrics with the word that I'm going to give you. Okay. Make
Okay.
sense?
It do make sense. I know this 15 seconds about to go by so fast though.
It's gonna go by too fast. It's gonna go by too fast. But let me get her together. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, your first word is no. Know.
Oh, um, Know.
Mm-hmm. Come on, sis. We can't start the game
Don't
off
you? No,
like
wait, don't you?
that.
I don't
What you
know.
was gonna say?
I don't know. It wasn't no. It wasn't no. I can't think Kno. I think you said No. I was ready when you said that, but Kno. That's
Mm-mm.
hard. Now I gotta
Mm-mm.
really think of one. I can't think of one.
It's okay. I'm gonna give you another
Gosh, I
word.
have
It's
one, and
okay.
you know how I'm. It's so many songs that say.
Go
It's
ahead, sing it, sing it, sing it. Give me a little bit of it. Give me a little bit of it.
I don't know. And it's I don't know the song. I keep hearing, and you know how I feel, but what song is that?
What song is that? It's okay. It's okay. You didn't know.
I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Your next word is sweet.
Oh, sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame, I'm in love. Yeah, Anita Baker, come on, sweet love.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
That was. Come on. Child, I forgot to press stop on the timer, girl. You done got me in. Your next word is dream.
Oh, Blue Dream by Jaye. Don't wake me up cause I'm in love with all that you are. You make me see
That's
it.
it.
You know that you are the remedy for everything. Well, that doesn't say dream, but Blue Dream. That's the
That
song.
hey, I'm gonna take it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay,
take
okay,
it. I'm gonna
okay.
take it. I'm gonna take it. So, who is your biggest inspiration of music, and today and of all time? If you could give me both.
Okay, if we doing all time, um, the two that comes to mind on the women's side, Jill Scott and Anita Baker.
I
Um,
love me some Jelly from Philly.
I saw her in concert recently.
Oh, how was it? I'm so jealous of you. Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
I went by myself. I couldn't find nobody to go. I don't care. I packed up and I
I'm
drove
so
2 hours away.
jealous. I was
It
going
was
to go to
beautiful.
her Jacksonville concert,
That's what I went
but it
to.
was around the time I was moving, and I was so mad. Oh my gosh, I was so mad.
Listen, you missed a good show. My heart was
Oh
just
my
warm. It was
gosh.
filled because it's like I've been
Hmm.
listening. Jill Scott's one of those artists where even as a child, I would listen to her and I didn't understand all the concepts, but it's like you hear it and you realize you will understand one day because
And
you
then
hear
when
it
you get older, it finally hits you. Yes.
and
Oh
you
my
like, oh, that's what I
gosh.
was feeling, but I just didn't understand. And of today, I love me. Right now, I'm really into Victoria Monet.
What's your favorite Victoria Monet song?
Oh, you know her interlude, Big Boss.
Let me hear it. Let me hear
Oh
some,
my God,
please.
she
Let
said,
me hear some,
I'm
please.
gonna give you the chorus. I'm gonna give you the chorus. She said, I just wanna make you feel, make you feel, make you feel. Big boss like $1,000 bill. Keep it real. You know you're a big boss, big. Like
Mm,
that's just a vibe. That interlude,
that's my shit.
it makes me feel good all the time. That's
No, it really does. Like it made me want to get on my shit. Let me type up this thing. Let me be a big boss. Like I love that song to death. So how when it comes to you practicing your craft and practicing your instrument, because the voice is an instrument, how do you practice that?
first of all, you gotta start singing out loud. I used to have this fear of, oh, if it comes out wrong, people they're gonna think I can't sing, but you're gonna mess up.
Hmm.
Like, so I practice that by just singing around the house a lot more. When you listening to music, harmonize with it. Like, what are you hearing? That helps with your ear. That helps like figure out, what's
Yeah.
your core. Um, yeah, you just gotta sing. You gotta go. You gotta go to open
Yeah.
mics. Um, yeah, and be confident.
That's real. So when it comes to you practicing live, how does that look like? Because I recently saw on your story that you was practicing for your show coming up. So how do you go about that? Like I'm pretty sure you're practicing on your own, but when it comes to like mixing instrumentals with that, how do you go about that?
Usually I always sing with the track. And how I practice is which a lot of people still don't do. I don't have my full track with me. I only have like background vocals. I don't have my lead vocals on there. So what I'll do is I'll practice with that. Like I'll have the engineer just only leave certain things in here, and then I'll sing it with myself. I'll practice in the car,
Right.
bathroom. But when it comes with like live music, this is my first time doing it by myself. Because choir, we sing with live instrumentations all the time. But when you're by
Right.
yourself, it's a challenge because you have to communicate, because I'm not a musician, so it's a lot of terminologies and stuff that I do not understand or I don't know, but I hear it. So it's like you got to try to
Trust. Yeah.
explain to them, this is what I hear from the piano, this is what I hear from the bass, this is what I hear. Can y'all make this dramatic? Can y'all make this drop? Like, so learning how to communicate with other artists has been a challenge, but just communicating your vision and then figuring out, because I think, at least with me, when you hear people sing live, you have like, oh, they got to be these strong singers. You have like a one size fit all of what a live performance should look like. I'm a different type of singer though. I'm not going to be belting on every song, which kudos to you if you can do that. That's just not like my style. So figuring out the live version of your song, where rooms that you could play with, okay, what runs can I add that I didn't add on the studio version? So it's just a whole freaking process, but
Let's
it's so
see.
dope. It's an art and I love
That's
it.
so good. Your next word. Let's see if you've seen this. Your next word is girl.
There's a there's a lot of girl songs. You want um girl. Wait, what's that song about Destiny Child? Girl. I
Come
forgot
on. I know. Come
I
on.
know the words. I
Come
know the
on.
words. It's been some time. I know the melody. Oh, girl, don't have to be hiding. Don't you be ashamed to say we love you. I'm your girl. You're my girl. We are
That's
girls.
it.
Don't you know that we love you?
Your next word is almost.
Almost, almost is never enough. So
That's
close
it.
to being in love. If I would have known that you wanted me the way I wanted you. Almost is never enough by Ariana Grande. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, if I could throw my shoe at this screen without breaking my camera, I would now.
Imaginary, imaginary.
So, come on. So you said that you aren't a musician. So what instruments would you like to learn how to play if you could?
Okay, so when I was younger, I did know how to play piano. I used to go to lessons and everything, but I stopped. I don't know why I stopped going. So, but I would love to learn how to play the saxophone
Uh huh.
and guitar.
Saxophone, guitar. Okay, you know the saxophone is the love making instrument now.
It is. You know whose voice
That's a
I feel like
sexy instrument.
if it was like a if their voice could be another instrument, it would be a saxophone. I feel like that about Ari Lennox.
Yes, I say this all the time. I get into debates about this all the time. Actually, I say this exact same thing. Ari Lennox has such a smooth, sultry voice, and it's so sexy at the same. I love that lady's voice to
Mhm.
death.
She's
Okay,
saxophone.
so she is. She really is. Okay, so what is your favorite piece from a project or from your upcoming project? Let's say that. What's your favorite piece from your upcoming project?
My favorite, I would say it's a song called Water. And it's my favorite because I think it has every single element of a hit record. Like from top to bottom, is written cohesively with the message. I think the way I come on the record, I haven't done that on the record before. It's given like, oh, I don't want to compare myself to her, but I want to say it's like that type of vibe, but I ain't trying to say that. I was gonna say it's giving Brandy type vibes in terms of like how she layers and stacks and stuff like that. I'm no Brandy, but that's what the song like reminds me of. So that's my favorite record, Water. Like a body of water, I am filled with waves. Frequencies heal you on a day to day. No matter the environment, I take shape. Anything dry, I hydrate pure like water. That's all I'm saying.
I'm excited. I need you to go ahead and drop this like today. Go ahead and drop it today.
On Wednesday.
I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and talk about the project as a whole. because it is coming out on Wednesday, and I'm very excited for this. So tell the people what we should be expecting from your project and things of that nature.
Okay, so it's called Queen of Hearts, and I've had this title since like 2020, but what you can expect is a lot of positivity, empowerment, and enlightenment. That's why I feel like music is it should make you feel good after you get done listening to it. I feel like it just represents the woman I have been transitioning to from 2018 when I graduated high school to now. You know what I'm saying? It's just really about like owning everything, the good, the bad, and applying those lessons to propel you. That's pretty much in detail what it's about. You know, so we got some love songs, we got a gospel record on there, we got some R&B, we got some neo soul vibes, it's a little bit of everything.
That's great. That's so dope. And you said it comes out July 26th, right?
I'm a
So y'all got to make sure y'all check that out. Please check out Queen of Hearts, July 26th. Mocha, you don't want to miss. I already know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be good. So just go ahead and get the album. I mean, get the EP. Period. Okay, so what you kind of like mentioned it a little bit earlier, but what niches do you listen to when it comes to music? So when it comes to like stat vocals, background, instrumentals, so like what do you listen to when it comes to music? Does that make any sense? Am I making
Yes,
sense?
it does. I would say, what, in terms of like inspiring me to make music or like just what I'm listening to?
Or like let's say like you're listening to a Brandy song or a Beyonce song, like what does your ear lean towards?
Honestly, first is the beat. Because I think a lot of people sleep on how much the beat can direct you into a nice melody, in my opinion. Like they don't listen enough. Because I feel like when a song is just right, it's because they're playing into the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that's just off rip. And I know that may seem like an easy one, but I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. It can help you a lot. Second, I'm listening to the ad-libs, the backgrounds. How are they feeling the song? How are they filling it
Yeah.
up? Where are they filling in these gaps? Why did she do that? Oh yeah, like that. Why did she do it this in this tone or this note? It's really the background because it's easy to kind of hear what's the loudest, but I'm looking for what was being mixed and mastered. That's what I'm listening for.
All right, your next word is time. Time.
Killing time, waiting on you, baby. Killing Time by Destiny Child. Y'all, that's on
That's
that first
it.
album.
The girls don't know about Killing Time.
They don't.
That first album, there's hits on top of hits on top of hits. And people be sleeping on. Do your history, ladies and gentlemen. Do your history. Learn your history,
Claim to be an
okay?
R&B girly, and you don't.
If you don't know the hits, okay?
Yeah.
The next word is love.
Love. So many things I've gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Yeah. Music Soul Child, that's another one. Ooh, don't even start about him. Love by
No, let's get started. Let's get started.
so like I tweeted this not too long ago. I was like, a lot of y'all niggas. Ooh, wait, not
It's okay. It's
okay. A lot of y'all niggas never listen to Music Soul Child, and it shows.
It shows. Cause you don't know. Y'all they too busy listening to Brent. That's the problem. And I love me some Brent. I love Brent more. I love Brent just as much as the next bitch. But y'all be listening to too much Brent. And that's why y'all be hurting my feelings. You need to listen to Music Soul Child, a little bit of Kim, a little bit of Babyface, you know? Learn how to caress me, learn how to make me feel good, okay? Cause that's the problem. Okay, so what song has been on repeat for you recently?
Recently, I listened to so much. Like I said, I'm really into Victoria Monet right now. She just released that, she's coming out with an album. I'm really excited about that. I love her new record that she just dropped on My Mama. Janelle Monáe's album.
I actually just did a review on that album. I didn't post it yet because I didn't like it, but I just listened to the full album, and it's one of the albums I really go to when I'm in the gym for real, because it just get me,
You know,
it get me
it's
moving.
definitely censored. You know, a lot of people are doing like house music right now. Like that's the theme that a lot of people are going with. In my like, I think that's the vibe she was going for. But I love the vibe of it. Like you said, workout or just trying to turn up real quick.
So has there ever been a time where you had like creators block, and so how did you come out of that?
How did I come out of that? It was a while. It was a while where I just felt like I couldn't write anything. I was telling myself, okay, write this, and I just couldn't find anything to stick. So what I did was I just started thinking about artists whose not only music that I like, but whose songwriting approach that I like. And I was listening to SZA's last album, and I think it's the song Special. And it's not my favorite song, but what I like about it is her vulnerability. And I was listening to it like, yo, I would never be that bold to say I got ashy elbows or whatever on the record. But listening to it, I'm like, how is she so confident to put something like that out there and be so open about something that people may look at and be like, that's weird. So once I realized it's different elements to approaching songwriting, sometimes it's just being as open and honest as you can. That really started helping me. It don't gotta sound good. Maybe it just gotta be truthful.
That's true. That's real true. That's dope. I love that. Okay, so before we go, I have one last question for you, and I'm going to be asking this to all of my artists that I'm interviewing. If you were stuck on an island with only 3 albums to listen to, which ones would you pick?
You are sick. What? Oh, okay. Wow.
Only stuck on an island with 3 albums. I mean, 3 albums.
Yes, I'm doing this. Okay. I'm gonna do Jill Scott, Beautifully Human, Volume 2, her second album. I'm gonna do Miss Education of Lauryn Hill.
That's a good one.
Ooh, it's like, do I do an old album? Do I do a new album? Who came up with this question? Does it have to be, oh my gosh, an R&B album? Oh my gosh, this is hard. Last album. I want to pick wisely. Ooh, I gotta look up the title of the album, but I see it. Hold on, I got my answer. I'm gonna just pick this only because if I don't pick anything, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna give you Now by Maxwell.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a hidden gem. For me at least. A lot of people don't know about that one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here, sis. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please make sure you check out Queen of Hearts coming out this Wednesday, July 26th. You don't want to miss out. Is there anything you want to leave the people with again? I know you already, you gave a little last tidbit, but is there anything else you want to leave the people with before we go?
Hey man, listen, thank you for having me. And I just want to tell y'all, not see me later, stream me later. Keep streaming my music.
Period. And you heard it here. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm Jay Pleasant. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know who else you want me to, do a little interview with. Love y'all.